Hi everyone, good evening. So today, as you can see that today we are going to organize the podcast episode number 7. Basically, this podcast is the successor of the previous podcast body shaming. As you can see the topic, are women being judged on the basis of their body color, skin color, you can say. So we are going to discuss about this particular topic and today we are having our guest Anuja Bansal. She is here. So hi Anuja, very good evening to you.
Good evening, a very good evening.
How are you, Anuja?
I'm great. How about you?
Yeah, I'm absolutely fine. So, are you excited about the podcast?
Yeah, I'm very excited about the podcast, and because, of course, it's my first one. And yeah, I'm really excited about it because, the topic itself is very interesting.
Okay, that's great to know that you are excited about the podcast, and definitely we will bring some good point here in the podcast, and as well as we'll try to find out what are the reasons that
Hmm.
women are being judged by their skin color, and is it actually a problem of women, or is it actually a problem for all? Even men are being judged by their body color, right? So let's see what will be the conclusion. First, we are gonna discuss about the introduction part. Definitely, in this part, we'll discuss about the what are the core reasons that this problem is still there in 21st century in the society, right? And what are the core reasons? So uh, I hope it's clear to everyone. And definitely after discussion, we will bring some questions asked by our member in YouTube community chat section. So we'll bring those questions as well. So Anuja, I would like to request to share your thought first regarding this topic.
Yeah, sure. As we all know that today our topic is, are women being judged on the basis of their skin color? So it itself is a very deep topic for a country which we live in, and also many countries are preoccupied with this mentality of obsession with darker skin tone, and even there is obsession with lighter skin tone also, as we see in the Asian countries. Actually, I can't come up with a single reason that justifies people's desire to have lighter or darker skin. In my opinion, there is no prestigious thing in differentiating people, basically on the basis of this skin tone. It is rather, a shameful act in the eyes of humanity. If you are
Mhm.
discriminating, yeah, would
Yeah,
you like
please
to say
continue.
something?
No, no, please continue.
Okay. So, like, if you tend to discriminate people on the basis of the skin color, which is a natural thing, we all have inherited a particular skin color for ourselves. And if you people are discriminating other people on the basis of their skin tone, it is really a shameful act, and you should be shameful enough for your mentality about it. Because I think so many of us, we will be having this notion in our minds that I want a fair girl for me. I want a fair boy for me.
Mhm.
We uh, it's not our fault, it's just the result of our upbringing. We were in the society, we have brought up in the society where every single person is promoting the fair skin. Even the ads we see on the television up is promoting fair skin color. Actually, the notions that fair girls will get better boys to marry, or better job offers, or that boys should be fair are really problematic, or the girls should be fair are really problematic. I think that not only the girls are facing this thing, but the boys are also facing this thing. You know, recently, there's a case recently, Sai Pallavi. She's a Telugu actress, if you
Yeah.
all must be
Mhm.
aware of. She refused to endorse a fairness cream, and she was offered 2 crores for it.
For the
2
advertisement,
crores. Yeah, for the advertisement. Yeah, she was offered 2 crores rupees, which is a huge amount, and
huge amount. Mhm.
no one would leave it. But she left she refused to go ahead with that advertisement, and her reasoning for rejection was that such a huge amount of money was very valid. According to her, she told everyone that this is the Indian skin color. We can't go to foreigners and ask them why they are white, and if they know that
Hmm.
they will get cancer because of it. You know, you know what? The people in
And
India.
another one more thing, it's also depend on the
Hmm.
geographical, location, right? Like if you think about the
Exactly.
north
Hmm.
people, northern people, those who are living in Kashmir and
Yeah.
Himachal Pradesh, they are quite fair because of the weather. And if you
Yeah,
think about
exactly.
the south side, so people are
Hmm.
little dark because also
Hmm.
of the weather. So that's
Yeah.
one of the reason. How can a cream just change the body color?
Exactly. You know what happens when we are exposed to sun, the melanin content in our body increases.
Hmm.
And when we are deprived of sun, then melanin content decreases. As we all are aware that in northern parts of the globe, like in Canada, US, or we can say, if we talk about India, in Kashmir, China, and the northern parts, or we can say the most southern parts, the parts which are near the polar region,
Hmm.
they get very little sunlight, due to which the people there have very less melanin in their body.
Body. Hmm.
Yeah, and the people who live near the equator, I mean, the center portion of the earth, like we have Africa, in fact, we have India. The equator is just a little bit far away from India, but not very much far away. So, because of that, we have a brown skin color.
Yeah.
So, it's all about geographical portions, it's about the heredity, and no skin color is, you know, we can't consider any skin color as not beautiful. Every skin color is beautiful. And I don't know if you are aware of this fact that we all know that whatever we are having, we are not satisfied with it. We as Indians, we as Asians, crave for lighter skin tone. Okay. But if you talk about Dubai, or you talk about Americans, or you talk about Britishers, some of
Hmm.
them crave for darker skin tone. Even I have, I recently I watched a Snapchat story of a woman who was very fair, but she was obsessed with darker skin tone. She loved it. So she did a melanin surgery for it to increase the melanin content in her body, which
So she
eventually
want to be
resulted.
dark.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This eventually resulted in side effects, because whatever you'll do unnaturally will obviously result in
Affect
side
the skin.
effects. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, when you go outside, many people consider Indian skin tone as the, beautiful, most beautiful skin tone in the world.
And one more thing I observed, like if you think about the skin color, it
Hmm.
start from our home, right? Like
Exactly.
our parents actually call our daughter that, okay, धूप में मत जा, काला पड़
Hmm.
जाएगा. Hmm. So
Hmm.
it's actually start from the world. I mean, home. You can't change the world. Like you not even can change any person's mentality. Okay.
Exactly. And in fact,
But
I am brown skin. I have a
okay.
brown skin, and
Hmm.
not my parents, but those kind of, you must be aware, those kind of relatives which are very close to you, they prefer you to use haldi, to use
Hmm.
malai, or to use, various different creams. But I was kind of self obsessed with me from the beginning. I loved myself very much. Okay,
Hmm.
I not loved, actually. I love myself very much. I love how my skin tone is, because um, I know my capabilities. What are my capabilities? And my skin tone has to do nothing with it.
Hmm.
So in people will let you down, but you have to ignore them. You have to just let them bark, whatever, because you are far ahead of them.
Okay. And one more thing, like whatever we are doing in our real life, like the
Hmm.
work, the duty we have, we should be
Hmm.
judged on the that particular thing, right?
Exactly.
Not how we look. Yeah, probably look
Exactly.
matters. It can give you
Hmm.
confidence, right? Like if you have a proper structure, body structure. In the sense, I am
Hmm.
talking like some people are fat, some people are thin. Like why
Hmm.
I'm telling about this, like some people having a good structure according to BMR, right? So
Hmm.
that's a medical term, and
Hmm.
according to the height you should have a proper body weight. So that
Hmm.
time people are having a good body structure as we
Hmm.
consider. So
Hmm.
people probably can follow that, okay, by controlling their diet and everything, and
Hmm.
by talking to doctor, not like doing something irrelevant thing. And if
Hmm.
you think about the skin color, obviously we can't change it. Yeah, probably we
Exactly.
can use some cream
Through
to avoid.
surgeries.
Yeah, mm.
Yeah.
Even like we know that if you think about ultraviolet rays, right? You can use some
Hmm.
cream that can save you from the skin burn, right? So
Yeah.
that thing we can do.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, the melanin in your skin protects you from ultraviolet rays, which cause skin cancer. That is why, if you look around,
Mhm.
most of the foreigner people who have very lighter skin tone are more prone to skin cancer, because melanin protects you from skin cancer.
Mhm.
So, and uh, because of our obsession, if we talk about India, I'm not talking about other regions. If we
Mhm.
talk about India, where we have a obsession with lighter skin tone, because of us, the that beauty market is increasing tremendously. And
Yes,
child labor is being just exploited very much. They are uh, infringed from going to school because of us, because we are purchasing those products,
exactly.
those
And it's a
expensive
big
products.
business, right? Like
Exactly.
selling the
Hmm.
beauty creams and everything, fairness
Hmm.
cream. So these are the big business
Because of
nowadays.
us, because of our mentality,
Mhm.
because those people have to just have money. They want to just have money. They will play with our sentiments. They will show these kind of advertisements to us. We
Yeah.
have so many cosmetics that promise a particular skin tone after application. In fact, in if we talk about the new age, we have so many fashion bloggers, vloggers, and social media influencers who advertise various
Mm-hmm.
creams, face masks, gels, that they pledge for skin lightening. And but these are all the marketing strategies.
And
And
if you open
everyone,
your television and just
yeah,
randomly gone through any channel, you will definitely
yeah,
see one a fairness cream or one product related to
definitely.
skin. Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's the thing
Definitely,
only.
and yeah, these things, in fact, uh, increase our insecurity towards ourselves, because continuously you're being told, no, you're not beautiful, no, you're dark skinned. It increases our insecurity towards ourselves, and due to this, many people fall into the trap of depression and anxiety and self hatred.
Okay, Anuja, I have a one question for you. Like, if you think about you talked about the insecurities, right? So don't
Hmm.
you think that our parents are
Hmm.
and relatives are responsible for that? Like, because it start from the home. Like,
Exactly.
any people
Hmm.
can say anything to you outside. We don't know what people are gonna say about me or you,
Hmm.
but we know that what our parents can think about us.
Hmm.
Probably their intention was not bad. They're
Hmm.
having a good intention, but still, uh, I mean, we somehow feel that okay, we are not perfect. So that time
Yeah.
we feel that okay, there is something missing in my body or something like that.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, exactly. The very first, this thing starts from the upbringing. If you are being judged in your own house, then you can't talk about other people who are away from your house. It
Mhm.
starts with the upbringing, and you know, but nowadays there are so many sources available to us through internet, so we can change our mentality. We can
Yeah,
ignore those people, because we can't change people for ourselves. We have to change ourselves first. Then only
exactly.
we'll be able to ignore people, and we'll be able to fight back.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So, like in my opinion, it starts with us. If we are insecure about ourselves, no one can do nothing. No one can do anything. But the day we are, confident in ourselves and we think like, yes, I am the best version of myself. I am beautiful. The God has created me beautifully, and like I'm above all. Then
Mm.
trust me, that would be the best day of your life.
Uh, One more question I have for you. Like
Sure, sure.
in winter, we have seen that our skin, uh, become dry, right?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
it becomes sink. Okay.
Hmm.
So I just want to say that there are a very thin line between the beauty products. Like some creams are actually good and that actually help your skin to nourish. But something which are claiming that they can make you, more fair. I'm not taking any brand name, but who are claiming, we all know, we can't take any brand name here, who are
Hmm.
claiming that they can make a girl or a person from, dark to white. So it's not right, I think. It can probably make you for a certain time, right? Suppose I have seen my sister. Uh, she sometimes use that cream and suddenly she became very white. And no one can feel that she is dark, actually dark. So that's the thing happens. So what do you gonna say about that?
Yeah, we can apply it, but eventually, these are all chemicals, and it won't be beneficial for us in the long run. Okay, eventually, these creams will be blocking up the pores in your skin and
Mhm.
causing pimples, causing acne. These are all causes. These cosmetics are all causes of this.
Mm.
What I think is about this. You can be happy for a short time. Oh wow, this and that. But in the long run, you'll have so many side effects from that chemicals, because eventually when we apply any unnatural thing on our skin,
Mhm.
the pores in our skin, this what skin breathes itself.
Yeah.
So the pores in our skin get blocked,
Mm.
due to which the skin then becomes very, skin aging starts at an early age.
Okay.
So I myself don't prefer these things. I have we can say a brown skin, but I think my skin to be very beautiful.
Mhm.
All that matters to me is a happy face, a happy smile, and a happy body.
Okay, that's great. But everybody can't think like you, right? Everyone is different. And if you think about marketing, like some companies are actually claiming that they can make you fair. So how people can avoid that trap?
The foremost thing you have to start with is yourself. I'm saying it again because,
Mhm.
until and unless you'll fall into this trap, you'll see them on the television and feel like, oh wow, I'll purchase this. I'll look beautiful then. First of all, you'll have to change the definition of beautiful for yourself. It is
Yeah.
very important.
Mhm.
Unless and until you won't do that, I
Mm.
don't think so that you'll be happy in a long run. Because, after all, we are all insecure about something we don't have. So,
Someday
this,
we all gonna
hmm,
be aged and our skin
exactly,
will be changed. So obviously one
nothing
day we'll
remains
all die.
forever.
Nothing even forever, exactly. Right. So that's why probably people are trying to, like keep themselves as like a young person. So probably
And you
that's
know
the
what?
reason.
And you know what? When in our early age, we become very insecure about our skin tone, about our body, and we keep on correcting it with the artificial means, with the chemicals, creams. Then later on, when we are about 50 years of age or 60 years of age, and the skin aging is there, skin is aging, then we remember our past days. Oh, I had a beautiful skin at that time, and yet I used those chemicals on my skin. So this is what I have actually seen with people.
And it's still going on, right? The mentality haven't changed yet.
Yeah, because because of the people around you, you tend to destroy your skin, which is very beautiful.
So, do you think that there is a comparison always between you and some X, Y, Z? Like
Hmm.
they are fair, they are thin. I'm not
Hmm.
today. Okay, we don't wanna talk about the body shaming and everything. Not
Hmm.
like long, short, fat, thin. But
Hmm.
still,
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
taking an example. Like some people are fair, like they're comparing, right? That
Yeah.
you are
Hmm.
dark and some person is fair. So
Hmm.
probably that's maybe the problem.
Yeah, but you need to speak. In fact, it happened with me.
Hmm.
When I was in school, I think so in 10th standard or 11th standard, someone commented on my skin color. So I gave them a befitting response.
Okay.
I didn't tolerated it. I didn't tolerate it,
Yeah.
because it's not a discussion of, it's not a matter of discussion.
Hmm.
I just gave them a befitting response that, what do you have? Do you have this, what I have? No, na. Like, forget it. Think about your family. This is the upbringing you've got. If someone is insulting you, then you have to insult it the multiple time. You don't have to step back. Just
Hmm.
fight for yourself.
And otherwise, you can directly ignore, like whatever they are saying, you should
Yeah,
not care
you
about that.
you can ignore. You can
Hmm.
ignore. But what happens is, when you ignore repeatedly, those
Hmm.
people tend to say you again and again. And then someday you are just full of it, and you feel like, oh, I would have said that person on his face.
Hmm.
So
Like a
that
mental
regret,
satisfaction, right?
that regret shouldn't
Hmm.
be there.
Hmm.
So that is, I just wanted to say that if you're being insulted on these things, just because
Hmm.
of the mentality, because of the negativity of other person, then you should not step back. You should fight for yourself. You should just give a befitting response to them. You should just speak for yourself. If they are spreading negativity in you, then
Hmm.
just throw out of it to them on their face.
Exactly. Two
Fight for
things you can do.
yourself.
Other
Hmm.
first, as you already said, that fight for yourself. Or second, what I do, just ignore. Let them speak,
Hmm.
let them bark. I don't care.
Yeah, you can
So,
ignore, but
mhm,
until and unless, what happens is, when you ignore so many times,
mhm,
then like it was with me actually. I used to ignore these things, but then someday or the other, I thought, why I can't give answer to them,
mhm.
so that this would end forever.
Or maybe sometimes happens that your friends also try to tease you for certain time.
Hmm. Yeah.
So that time, yeah,
Yeah,
they're
you
trying.
can say anything. You should put
Hmm.
yourself first. Everything is after you.
Hmm.
Be it friends, be it anyone. You should put yourself first.
Exactly.
No
So,
attempt of defamation should be tolerated. I think so.
okay, that's great, Anuja. Okay,
Hmm.
so Anuja, should we go for the questions and then we can discuss again?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay, so I'm sharing the first question asked by Prince Kumar, as you can see, Anuja. Can you read it? And anybody
Yeah,
can give the
thank you.
answer, or you also can give the answer.
Hmm. Hmm. Why do beauty creams want to turn dark skin into lighter one, despite knowing the fact that skin tone is inherent by birth? Aren't they promoting any discrimination on the basis of skin complexion, especially for girls, by showing them in advertisements? Okay, so Is anyone comfortable in answering this, or should I answer it?
Yeah, can I say something on this?
Yes, yes, sure, Thakur Akhand Pratap Singh.
So it was the question which was asked by Prince Kumar, like why do beauty creams want to turn dark skin into lighter one, despite knowing the fact that skin tone is inherent by birth? Are not they promoting any discrimination on the basis of skin complexion? Agree with that. Agree with that topic. Whatever you it was shared by the Prince Kumar. But do think about the celebrities. Like they are the ones who usually promote these things. There was a Mooni Roy. I just remember that person name. She usually come up with lot of cosmetic item. They will also, I mean, from those item you can also turn out from your dark complexion into the light complexion. So it's the fault of our celebrities, not only celebrities. It's the fault of our ideologies person whom we follow. Because if we are following any person just on the basis of their complexion, then automatically problems will also get arisen out. Second thing, there was a protest which was going on by the Americans related to Black Lives Matter. So just think about it. It's their own public who were actually protesting against Black Lives Matter in the American country, but especially they are the whiter one, as we know about it. But when it comes to India, we people are the one who actually promote these kind of things which can actually change the color of skin. So in that same way, we are actually demotivating our persons by using those kind of creams, text, or cosmetic items. And if I come towards the law, like from the law, we have Article 15 from the Constitution. No person shall be distinguished or discriminate on the basis of religion, caste, gender, sex. Even skin color will also comes into the part of it. So but we always forget about this just because of this narrow or conservative mentality, like black also matters the most. But if I talk about the ground reality, so everything matters the most. Everything matters the most. Like if I like to give you an example, if you go for your marriage function, if you have to see any bride or bridegroom for yourself, then you will see everything. So it's easy to say anything, whatever come in from our mouth. But when it comes to practical reality, we are the one who are the actually victim or who are the actually offender of it. We are the actually accused, and somehow we always say, okay, you are the one who actually do this kind of thing, but we are the one who is actually more responsible for these things. We don't want black things in our life. Even sometimes we accept the blackboard, but we don't like the blackboard in dirty areas. So that is the thing we always say, but it's a mouth of human which can also change time to time. So that is the thing which I want to say.
Thank you so much, Thakur Akhand Pratap Singh. Agreed to your points. You did a great job. Yeah, I had a similar point of view that we, like, since our beginning, since we were child, we have watched so many serials in which the evil party, or we can say the negative role, is played by a person who is dark skinned, and the positive role is played by a person who is lighter skinned. So this has created a mentality in our mind that these dark skinned dark things are not good, and light things are good. So this has played, actually, the television thing and the social media thing, they have played a great role in our mentality, in shaping our mentality. And if we talk about these beauty creams, these manufacturers and all, so they just have to look for their business. They just want money. They have nothing to do with are you happy, are you insecure, or whatever. Okay, they just want to promote their skin, beauty creams. And when people get an ample of amount of money for promoting these things, then people do it. The big celebrities, they, I think so, they would get 5 crore, 6 crore, 10 crore for promoting these products. So they
But
do
I
it.
want to say one more thing. Sorry for the interruption. I
Mhm.
want to say one more thing. Like change the topic heading, because if you are talking only about the woman being judged on the basis of their skin color, then what about men? We have fair handsome cream also. So specifically talk about all the people must be a good topic for that, or must be a good heading for that, because men are the one who also face that kind of a discrimination as compared to girls when they go for the marriages. Sometimes they also get rejected due to their skin texture or color. So it's applicable for both men and women as well as transgender also. So it's applicable for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. It's applicable for everyone, but the podcast is all about knowing about the girls, all about girls. So here we are talking about the girls, but the every single thing. In fact, the body shaming podcast, which we did previously, this podcast, the skin color podcast, is applicable to every single person. Every single person is facing this in our society, because skin color is a universal thing, so we can't just restrict it to girls. But here the podcast is, the name itself suggests all about girls, so that's why we are talking about girls only. But these things also apply on the boys itself. Okay, so yeah, we were covering everyone under it. And in fact, men are also victims of such creams, such beauty creams. They also fall into the trap of these things. So it's just all about our mentality, how we think. If we are going to buy that product, eventually that company will move ahead and launch more products. So it starts with ourselves, as I've mentioned already. We have to stop ourselves from buying that product and falling into the trap of the skin issue. So first, what we have to do is to love the skin, love our skin just the way it is. Nothing else would work unless we'll have trust in ourselves.
Wonderful, Thakur, and Sia for sharing your thoughts, and Anuja as well. And yeah, that's true. I mean, whatever Thakur have said. So, Anuja, would you like to add any more thing regarding this particular question?
Yeah, I think so. I would just like to add that when we promote these things, when we purchase these things, okay, the promoters are promoting the products and getting their money, whatever amount they are getting. The production, the company is selling their product and getting their money. So both these parties are getting benefited. But the consumer who is consuming the product, in a short run, you may think that you can look beautiful, or you can have a little confidence in yourself. But eventually, if we talk about the long run, you'll be insecure after all. Okay, and if we talk about the labor which is indulged in making these products, especially the child labor and the people who come from weaker sections of the society, they are being exploited for these things. They have to go into the hazardous mines to produce these products. By purchasing these goods, we are putting the lives of those people in danger, actually, just for a sense of small sense of satisfaction. We are putting the lives of those people in danger. So unless and until we'll stop buying these products, we'll stop boycotting these companies for their products, nothing would change. Those people will live and die there. We'll continue, we'll be living with insecurities, and nothing will change unless and until we change ourselves first.
Hmm. Yeah, well done, Anuja. Thank you for explaining the question in a short way. So I hope Prince Kumar is listening and you got your answer. So we can move to the next question. So it's asked by Sandy. So anybody would like to give the answer? Anuja, can you read the question once?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Sandy, for for putting up a question. So the question is: girls are being judged on the basis of their complexion in spite of internal beauty. Why does the idiom "beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder" a fallacy in the case of girls?
May I?
Yeah,
Yes,
sure,
sure.
Deep.
Yeah. We live in a society where beauty is judged by skin color, where intelligence is judged by marks, and respect is given by money. Sad but true. Very good evening to each and every participant. Yes, I am totally agree with this statement by the question put by Sandy sir. This statement is totally correct that beauty matter, skin color matter. Whenever girls have to go into any kind of job interview, their beauty matters. Even it is a survey which is revealed that 70% of girls who are dark in complexion, they haven't go to any kind of job because they think that they feel hesitate because they are not fair and they are not enough much capable or in terms of complexion, as you were already talking in the previous questions, that this history of the creams. See, the first cream Afghans know in 1990, which made an entry in India. After that, in 1970, the most favorite cream of our Indians, Fair and Lovely. The cream made an entry, and nowadays it is a estimate that women are incomplete without a cream. Whenever there is any marriage, whenever there is any auspicious occasion, it is important for a woman to put this cream on her face. Why this kind of? Even there are, as brother said, that beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. So I would like to let me take an example. See, you know about a butterfly. The beautiful thing about a butterfly don't know the colors of their wings because a butterfly will not unable to move back. Similarly, humans will not able to see their back because it is impossible for us. Butterfly don't know the colors of their wings, but human eyes know how beautiful they are. Whole of the life, butterflies were in the depression, were in the tension. We are not beautiful, we are not beautiful. But beauty lies in the seeing. जो देख रहा है उसे पता है. We humans know that butterfly is a beautiful, no matter if butterfly don't know that. But because butterfly is unable to see his own wings because of some kind of issues. Sometimes you don't know how beautiful you are, but others see that you are a beautiful. So skin complexion is still exist in this society. I'm totally agree with you. And as Thakur brother mentioned that this thing happened with boys also. Don't took this session only for the girls. So being a dark skinned male isn't hard. But being a dark skinned female is really tough. If a male is black in color, if a person said him Kalu, then that male person is so much physically active that he will slap that person on the present spot. But simultaneously, if a person said that thing Kali to girl, a girl is not a physically so much capable. A girl is soft like a cotton. She will never slap anyone, but she will slap herself that he is black. That's the thing which I am going to talk. And one more thing, Anuja ma'am, you are again and again mentioning that I am brown, I am brown. See, we are virtually interacting with each other. I don't know Ronnie Bhai is black or Ronnie Bhai is white. I don't know Anuja is black or Anuja is white. You don't know Deep is black but Deep is white. But you all know that Deep is a good speaker. We all know that Ronnie Bhai is a great initiator. We all know that Anuja ma'am is a great speaker. Our capability, our talent matters. Skin is just a complexion. Beauty lies in the beholder who is seeing you, not lies. See, it's my last at last I'm going to conclude that it's not creams which makes you beautiful, it's your dreams which makes you beautiful. So follow your dreams, not your creams. At the end of your journey, your dreams will make you successful, not your creams. Today's even one more thing, sorry to pardon for you, just one more thing. The harsh reality of our Indian society is that even nowadays in matrimonial websites also they ask about our skin complexion. If you want to search for a groom, search for a bride for you on the online websites matrimonially.shadi.com, first of all they will ask you what is the complexion of your skin. Are you white, are you black, are you what kind of your skin color is. Even they are making that kind of discrimination. Even the Bollywood actors are making that kind of discrimination, but we have to adjust it because we are a human. At last again, follow your dreams, not the creams. Okay, thanks a lot for giving me this auspicious chance on this auspicious occasion. Thanks a lot.
Actually, Deep, I just wanted to mention that I was just telling about myself to share the experiences which happened with me in the past, so that you people can relate, more effectively. It's not that I'm, dissatisfied with my skin color. I just love it. I just, love it more than anyone else. So I wasn't saying it in a negative way, but I was just telling you all to, so that I could share my past experiences related to it, so that you guys can feel confident enough. When you find people similar to you in your company, then you find a sense of confidence in yourself. That's why I mentioned my skin color. And it's way beautiful. I think so. It's way beautiful than anyone else, because my soul is beautiful. What I think is my soul is beautiful, and the capabilities I have are far better than the people who objected me in the past due to my skin color. So that was just a way of sharing the experiences and nothing else, so that you all guys can relate it, can be, more effectively with me, and you can relate with my words.
Yeah, got it. Thanks. I'm just asking, not I'm claiming. Thanks a
It's
lot.
okay. It's okay. So, yeah, back to the question. Anyone else wants to answer this question, or shall I continue? Fine, I'll continue about it. Girls are being judged on the basis of their complexion in spite of internal beauty. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, a fallacy in the case of girls. Fine. So, actually, you know, um, you should. It's okay. As Deep mentioned, that girl cannot slap; she'll slap herself. But I don't think so. It was the same in my case. I used to, whenever someone, insulted me about my body or about my skin color, I used to say them right there. I used to slap them with my words, not physically, because we weren't allowed to be physical with someone in the school. We had some rules, so I fought with my words, and I never, stepped back just because of my genes, the genes I had. So I think so that you should be confident enough about what you have, and you should just fight back for yourself the moment you're facing any insult about yourself. Okay, so this is all I think about it. So you should be strong enough to just give an answer to the person who is letting you down just because of his pity mentality. Because the one who is saying you all these things, all the negative things, is just a result of a negative upbringing and nothing else. Over to you, Rune.
Yeah, thank you so much, Anuja, for sharing your thoughts. So, and Deepa as well, you really explained the question properly. I hope Sandy got his answer. He's although not here, but definitely he will listen the podcast in our YouTube channel. Anyway, let's get back to the third question asked by Kamla. So, Anuja, you can read the question again.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Kamla, for asking this question. So the question is, why always do boys find a girl who is fair in color instead of a boy who is dark in color but wants a fair color girl? Especially when the boy's family searches girl for marriage, even family members also want a fair color girl. The very good answer for this question would be a male dominant society which we had in our previous generations. Since our previous generations, in this generation things have changed a bit, but since previous generations, our society, especially the Indian society, was a kind of male dominant society. And the you know the boy's parents, the boy's family, didn't have to do nothing with the boy, because they all thought of they all thought of the girl should be beautiful, the girl should know all the household chores. So that was the mentality of the previous generation. But I think so now things are changing. Now, if we keep apart the family, the boys, today's boys, are becoming more intellectual about this. Even, in fact, if we talk on the girls side, the girls are also becoming more intellectual and disregarding this fact of skin color. Okay. Instead, they want a life partner. Both the sides, be it a girl or be it a boy, they want a life partner who is caring towards them, and who understands them. Skin color will do no good. So I think so people today are changing a bit. and people today are expressing their views upon it, opening up in the society, and confronting those people who are sharing, who are still have not moved ahead with time in case of skin color. So this was my reaction towards this question. If anyone else wants to answer this question, most welcome.
May I?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
Pawan.
Pawan.
Yeah, I bit disagree with Anuja that she's telling because of male domination, this is happening. In case of marriage, most of the sister of the boy and the mother of the boy, they are also women, and they are very much beauty conscious. They see the complexion of the girl whom they are going to marry. And most of the time, I have seen the mother-in-law and would-be daughter-in-law, sister-in-law, they emphasize on the color of the skin of the girl. So here, if we talking about the male domination, it's not totally wrong, totally right. So I have seen many boys, they go and they in the love marriages. In love marriages, boys are smart, girls are having dark complexion. Nevertheless, because of the love, they are going for the marriage. But whenever that boy takes that girl to the house, mostly the opposition happens from the mother side or from the sister side, because they are beauty conscious. And they just focus that this girl is not having that white complexion or fair complexion. So the conflict starts. And it goes on for a longer time. So here we cannot say that only because of the male domination this is happening. Even the female domination is also there, and most of the females, they are just, thinking about the complexion of the girl side. Okay, but why this is happening? Why they are looking for only fair complexion girl? Because after marriage, there would be baby, and for that baby, they want to have a beautiful baby. And beautiful baby is considered to have those who have white complexion or fair complexion. Okay, so every parent, they want to have beautiful baby. So for that, they just go for the fair complexion. Yeah, that's all from my side.
Actually, Pawan, you spoke well. Thank you for the answer. But in the last, I want to correct you in something, that beautiful does not mean fair. We can't consider a beautiful baby as a fair baby, or we can't consider a fair baby as a beautiful baby. Every baby is beautiful, and we can't disregard with that fact. And also, I mentioned in my answer that apart from the family, if we keep family apart, the boys today are changing. In fact, the girls are changing. The couple who are going to marry are changing. I'm not talking about the family. Obviously family has objections, some or the other kind of objections, but if we talk about only the couple, then their views are changing, because people are, I think so, people are become more and more people are becoming aware. uh, I don't know about the people who belong to rural regions, or who still have that kind of mentality prevailing in their mind. So, yeah, it's my take that people are changing, but we need more change in our society so that the family gets changed, because it's really typical to change people around you who've been thinking the same way since they were born, since 50 years, 60 years. But what you can do is change yourself. When you'll change yourself, everything's gonna change. So this was my take, that that fair does not mean beautiful, or beautiful does not mean fair or dark. Every color is beautiful, and every baby is beautiful.
Yeah, Anuja ma'am. Here today's topic is the complexion. Complexion is the body's complexion. We are not talking about the heart complexion. Heart has nothing about the complexion. Whatever you're talking about the person should be beautiful from heart. So how you can say, or how I can say the person is beautiful by heart? This is not at all possible in meeting first time. If you meet a person first time and you will judge that person is beautiful from heart, this is not at all possible. Maybe it will take 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, 2 year after the marriage, then you'll come to the conclusion that he or she is beautiful from heart. But here the topic is we are talking about the skin complexion. We are not talking about the inner complexion. Okay, and the other example is in Hollywood or Bollywood, most of the actor or actresses, they are excellent actor. Let's say, for example, Om Puri. Om Puri was an excellent actor in Hindi film industry, but he never become a poster boy. Why? Because he has not a beautiful complexion and not a beautiful face. Because of that, he cannot run the film. Only beautiful film star or beautiful film actresses, they can run the film and they can hit the film. Only because of that, mostly beautiful persons and beautiful actor or actresses are considered to be on the poster boy. So here we are talking, the today's topic is the topic of the skin. We are not talking about the heart color. So I think there is a wide difference between what should be and what could be. So here, what is there that we are talking about on the reality ground? Yeah, that's all from us.
Yeah, I would just like to put an example, one more example. Om Puri, we can say, worked in 90s films, 90s or 2000s films. But if we talk about today's generation, that is Priyanka Chopra, uh, every time you must have you must have seen her podcast and her speeches which she gave on social media, that she used to face this thing in her childhood, but the way she never did a melanin lightening treatment. Okay, she didn't I don't think so she promoted these things, fairer creams and all, but she always said that you have to believe in yourself and no one else gonna believe in you until and unless you will. So she's a great inspiration for me. Besides all the all the obstacles in her path, she moved on, and today I think so, in India she's the world leading actress in Hollywood films. So yeah, that could be an example. Your example could be of 90s. I talked about today's generation. So yeah, I think so things are changing, and things will eventually change for the betterment. And Pavan, I really liked your answer. Like your points were really appropriate, and thank you for giving me some suggestions.
Anuja ma'am,
Okay, thank you,
Priyanka Chopra is
Pawan, and
also applying cosmetics on the face. What is the use of applying cosmetic on the face if she is beautiful?
I think so.
Pawan,
Cosmetics.
Pawan, can I give the answer? Like, as she is an actress, so probably she have to maintain her skin, right, in front of camera, probably because of the requirement of the society that they want to see them as like that only. So that time probably makeup is important. And if you think about the creams, like as I already mentioned, there is very thin line between a fairness skin and a actual cream which can help you to have a better skin, right? Like we all are uh, growing every day, and we are actually surpassing one day of our life every single time. So we are actually going to old someday. So that's the requirement that they are probably using those creams, and because of also she's an actress. That's the reason.
Exactly. We all need nourishment for our skin. Like, as Rune mentioned, there is a very thin line between the betterment of a skin and the fairness of a skin. I totally agree with that, because we all need nourishment for a skin. We all need healthy skin. We don't need fair skin, but we need healthy skin. So I think so. The big makeup artists today are focusing more on enhancing the features and enhancing the glowness of the skin, the nourishment of the skin, in spite of the fairness of the skin.
But ma'am, I don't think like Priyanka Chopra ever come in front of the camera without any makeup.
So
Maybe
that's
maybe you
our
didn't come
personal thing,
across
right?
her video. Maybe you didn't come across her videos. where she was without any makeup and she mentioned that. Okay, we can just believe her. We don't know whether it was true or false, but we can believe her. What else? What else we can do? But the fact is, today people are, more on nourishing the skin in spite of fairing up the skin.
And one
Okay.
more thing I just want to say, Pawan, we should not like idolize a particular single person. Why we are thinking about Priyanka Chopra only? Why not others? There is a question, right? So anyway, thank you for giving the answer, Pawan, and thank you, Anuja, for explaining it. So I'm moving to the next questions. Okay, as you can see, it's asked by Swastik Datta. So yeah, you can go ahead,
Yeah.
Anuja.
Thank you so much, Swastik Datta, for putting up your question. The question is, why do some actresses endorse some skin fairness creams, whereas skin color is not going to be changed? I think so. I already answered this question. The main point is the money which they get. You know, most of the people just lay down, in front of money. So money is the most, is the biggest reason for endorsements of these skin fairness creams, because these skin fairness creams have a huge industry in Indian market, so they earn a good amount of money, so they offer a good amount of money for endorsement too. So that is why the actresses or actors which are I, not wise enough to think about the after effects of shooting an ad about it, so they go for endorsements of those products. And the actors which or actresses which I mentioned before, Pallavi Rai, for example, I think so these people are wise and they just refuse to do these kind of shoots or advertisements to prevent the after effects of these ads.
Okay. Uh, Whatever the question asked by Swastik Datta, except Anuja, anybody would like to give the answer? Okay, I think no one. So, who is speaking?
Rooney, can I answer this question
Yeah, Kamla,
again?
sure.
Just a
Yeah,
few
yeah, sure.
minutes. Okay, so question is that why do some actor is not going? You are right. It's
Kamla, I think there is some
change.
network issue.
But
You can
here,
rejoin. You
I
can
I
rejoin.
wanna give. I okay. Rooney, are you saying?
You have a network issue, please rejoin. Okay, till then we can give chance to others. Okay, except Kamla, would anybody like to speak?
Am I?
No, Kamla, you are not audible. I'm sorry.
May I, Rooney?
Yeah, yeah, sure,
Hello.
Mike.
Yeah, the question is asked by the Swastika. Why do some actors endorse some skin fairness cream, whereas skin color is not going to change? Yeah, it's absolutely right. But the reason is what is the main concern of the beauty? Why the Ashma? Anuja already mentioned. Sometimes they are promoting the skin and that for that promoting, they are earning the money. Definitely. What thing is that in society, because the actual thing is going on, but we are not caring about that. Like I'm gonna giving the example. In real life, we all know if you will do bad things, definitely bad will come in your life. If you do right things, right will come in your life. But in spite of we all are doing the bad, so many falses, so many things we are applying on life. But time in the time is the thing we all know. If we will do the bad things, the consequences will happen with us. The constitution is there every time, but we just forget at that moment because the the life in the generation is just too showing up. They are just showing up. Whatever you are showing, whatever you are showing the marketing, the all thing is all about the marketing. That's why the all actress, it's not all about the actor or actress. It's all about the general life. When you are also going for the marriage life, that time you are putting 10,000, 20,000 on a beauty parlor. Why? There's a lots of money. Otherwise, they are giving you dowry, everything they are giving, except all things, all sister or your brothers, everything is going to parlor. Why? For the looking the fairness in front of the camera. This is the view. This is the reality of the society. Here we are talking on the topic, but definitely there is a. I'm damn sure 90 or 80% people are going to parlor when they have attended any kind of marriage party. Definitely people. It's not your marriage party, someone, your sister, your cousin sister, any auntie's sister, anything else. So this is the reality. We are just know every fact, but we are not applying on their life. So that's a thing, and we know definitely the color is not going to be changed, but instantly your face is just some time for like 15 minutes 1 hour, your skin can be glow, and some people will appreciate you. Okay, wow, you are looking so pretty, so nice, you are looking handsome, beautiful. That's the appreciation and compliment you will get from others. So that's the thing, Hans, because there's a competition between you and your friends, your sister, because everyone wants to look fair and beautiful and handsome in front of stage, in front of camera, and they want to get some praise from the other people because they are not satisfied with their skin. Sometimes we are going to marriage party, okay, I have to go ready and I have to do that. So the reality is that we don't want to understand the reality. We just want to buy and purchase the cream. There's a lots of people who are applying the face wash, everything, soap, anything. But we all know the consequences, but we don't care about the consequences. But just we are applying on it. Because we are just living on their era. We have to show up. That's it. Here we are talking, but definitely who will apply on that thing in your life? Mostly 0.11% will apply. Otherwise, everyone will go in the morning, okay, just facial wash, by face wash, like Garnier, whatever the brand it. After that, you will apply any cream. Definitely, is this the reality? So they everyone is knows about. If you will say that, please speak on that topic, they will definitely will speak. 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, they can debate on it, but they will not apply it. So that concern is we have to not talk about, we have to think about it, and we have to apply it. So the reason of this podcast is, so please apply on your life. Definitely it's not going to change. If it's any genuine product or herbal or Ayurvedic product, you can apply it. Because there is some fact of herbal product or Ayurvedic product, not any cosmetic or whatever allopathic product is in the market. So that's the reality of this thing. But actors are promoting this because they want to money and they want to just fame and focus on the media, camera, everything. This is the reality. This is from my side. Thank you, Swastika, for asking the nice question.
Thank you, Swastik Datta, for asking the question. I hope, Swastik, you are here and you got your answer. And thank you, Mayank, for explaining. So, Swastik, would you like to say something regarding Mayank's point of view? Or else we can move to the last question, probably.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
You were. You were.
Okay, yeah, I do agree whatever Mang sir said, and that's true. Even there are so many actresses like Kriti Sanon and so many, they endorse types of product, and also they are promoting because of money, because they are getting money, so that's why they are promoting. So otherwise there is no any reason. So I expect this answer from Mang sir only, and thank you so much, Mang sir, for giving the answer. I'm impressed.
Okay. Thank you, Swastik, for asking the question. So, okay, Anuja, I think we have to end, but before that, we can ask the last question asked by Hani Sharma. Actually, he asked 6-7 questions probably, but we can't take all
Okay.
those questions. So that's why we
Yeah.
choose these 3 questions. I think
Okay,
these
so
questions are important. Yeah.
yeah, so thank you so much, Hani Sharma, for questioning, for taking an active participation in these question round. Okay, so question one is this a problem among women or men, or are men also the victim? Fine. Question two is, if this happens with women, why are they insecure? How this is affecting women's attitudes? Okay, so I think so. If we talk about the question one, It is a universal problem, be it men or women. It is a universal problem. Okay, so like both are the victims of the same thing. Both are judged upon their skin color, even in marriages or whatever in weddings. So yeah, this was the answer to this question. And women, if we talk about the insecurity of the women, as question to suggest, see, whenever any person, be it a man or a woman, is commented on their skin color, if they are not intellectual enough to ignore that, that person will soon or later become insecure about what they have. This is the human nature, okay? Because when you keep hearing your flaws, what you think are your flaws, actually it's not a flaw. But if you think that this particular thing is your flaw, then you start feeling insecure about yourself, insecure about your body. So the only solution for this thing is you should learn how to ignore these things, because people will eventually come, say to you, spread their negativity in your aura and go, okay, and nothing will change. But for you it is not good. It will be a negative point in your life, because eventually due to insecurity we fall into the trap of depression, anxiety and all these things. So on the first hand, we should learn how to ignore these things, because I think so ignorance is the best solution. uh, yes, you can fight back, as in my opinion, but you just can't, if I think wisely, you can't just fight with everyone, okay? Because you need your mental peace. You just can't disturb it for anyone else. So you can just ignore. I think so ignorance is the best solution, but not in every case. If someone is triggering you, if someone is provoking you, then you have to fight back, because otherwise they won't let you live. But after all, ignorance is the best solution for these things, because otherwise insecurity is the thing which keeps on increasing if you don't look upon that. Okay, and the last is how this is affecting women's attitudes. Of course, if you're insecure about your body, then it's obvious that it will affect your attitude, it will affect your behavior. Attitude, what's the meaning of attitude? It's all about behavior. So if you're insecure about your body, you'll find more you'll be praising someone else who you think is more beautiful than you. So I think so uh, the these all these questions which we covered in this podcast, thus the only solution to overcome these things in our life is, on the first hand, ignorance. And if it reaches up to an extent that it may not be manageable, then you have to fight back. Otherwise, if you try to change the society for yourself, then nothing's going to change. You have to change with yourself. You have to change yourself first. Okay, then only you can fight with society, or you can change the society. Otherwise nothing's going to change. And you can just keep on saying, okay, this discrimination happens in India, or this discrimination happens here. Unless and until you'll change yourself, nothing will change. And actually, Rune, I have to, I also
Mhm.
have to ask a question to the people. I have an answer for that, but I just
Okay,
want to know if people know about it.
sure, go ahead.
Yeah, my question is, in India, how this concept of fairness eventually arose? From where did it arose? Is any has like is anyone aware about it?
May I?
Can I say
Yeah,
something?
I
Yep.
think so. Deep first unmuted his mic, so first Deep and then
Oh,
Kamla can answer.
okay, it will be good. Yeah, ma'am. As far as I know, in while independent movement before 1947 independent, when the Britishers came, they totally restricted Indians who are with their black skin, dark dark skin to enter in any government institution, in government offices, in banks, in other government institutions. So at that time, this fairness, complexion, colorism to what we call colorism, racism, that kind of ideology exists in the mind of people. And after that, after independence, still today, we are living with that kind of ideology to what we call colorism. Thanks.
Exactly, Deep, you were very correct about it. Since the time of colonialism, we are this mindset has been rooted in our, in our soul, the previous generations even, because in the previous time, the Indians were prohibited from entering the prestigious places, the church, the temples, or whatever. Most of the Indians had a brown skin, so people eventually felt that, like, is brown skin inferior or white skin superior? Because people since ages saw that Britishers ruled over, they were at a higher authority. Okay, so eventually this mindset just grew up that white skin is superior and dark skin is inferior, but actually it was not. So, yeah, we can say that since colonial period, this mindset became prevalent, and we all started, hating our own color. So now it's the time for a change. Now it's the time for bringing a change. What the least we can do is changing our mentality towards ourselves. And yeah, yes, Pawan, you
Yeah,
were about to speak something.
I
yeah,
think
even
Kamala
before
wanted
the
to
con.
speak something, right?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, after that, Pawan, sure.
Hey, Kamla, would you like to say something?
Yes. Thank you for giving me chance. So, whatever you asked, Anuja, number one thing explained by the literally deep, and I totally agree. Uh, particular thing, but I have another reason behind this. The reason behind this geological things. You know, because suppose I live in Delhi, okay, and my neighboring state are no, Jammu Kashmir, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand. Okay, so in northern area, Jammu Kashmir to Uttarakhand, they in this area the weather are very cold. Okay, so due to geological things, color is very fair. And if you are talking about Rajasthan and Bihar, due to some geological things, color has not fair, color has little bit dark. So because we are catching our neighboring things, we are a copycatter. Even we are imitator as well. As human nature is going to just a imitator, so we imitate all the things in northern part. If because I have a lots of friends who are working in a different stages, like Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, so they told me about about the thing. One of my friend, he was working in a he's working in a northeast area. So he said to me, in northern area there is no system of black and white, because in this area all people are white. Okay, and some friends are working in a southern area like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and they said to me ki here is no any type of discrimination about the color, because all peoples are not white, they are dusky color and not too much white color. So this is a thing, and discrimination is going increasing just on a northern part, especially I'm talking about, because we are copying to other states. So we have to not do that, and whatever we have color, we have to appreciate it, and we have to accept it. And one more thing, I have a solution for all the girls. You know why we are talking about just a tiny and small things, color, height, and caste. If you will crack an exam, any government exam, if you will crack if you will get admission any prestigious college, if you have a good ability to speak in English, no one will judge you. In this era, no one will judge you. and those people will judge you, so those people will not deserve you. So you have to focus about your ability, your education. Go crack the exam. Just don't think about small things. Now we are here and we are working in a digital era. Don't think about small things, color, caste. No, this is a very small thing. You have to focus about how to crack the exam, how to get good marks, how to get good admission in a good college. These are the main things. If you will get a good job, if you will earn money, if you are a good speaker in English, so definitely you will get a good life partner. Don't worry about the things, just a small things. So that's it, and
Um,
thank you for giving the chance, Rooney and Anuja. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kamla,
Okay,
for answering.
thank you,
Answering.
Kamla, for answering.
Yeah.
So, Anuja just wanted to say that it's already 1 hour and 15 minutes. So we can
Yeah.
move to the conclusion round, right?
Yeah,
So
sure.
what we can conclude regarding this topic, like what we can do for ourselves, like what are small steps we can take, and not we can take from today itself, like
Okay.
what should be the starting to avoid all these things and which
The
cannot
starting.
affect our
Mm-hmm.
mental health, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all related to somehow mental health, right? If someone is, telling you, pointing out something is missing in your body or skin like that. So you are
Mm-hmm.
always thinking about that and you can't focus on your work. So how we
Mm-hmm.
can avoid all those things and what should be the proper way to live a better life instead of
Hmm.
thinking about skin color?
Actually, it will come gradually. Uh, if we start, we surely gonna succeed it. But we have to do all this gradually. We should start avoiding people from right now, the people who are commenting on your skin color. In fact, the people who are telling you remedies for, changing your skin color. Maybe they are your well wishers, but they, I think so, their mentality is not good for your aura. So you should start avoiding those people, or if you can't avoid them, you can just ignore what they say. Ignorance is the best solution to any of the societal problems. That is what I feel. And eventually you will develop a sense of confidence in yourself, because these things won't matter you afterwards. That is all I wanted to conclude in my part.
Oh, okay, that's great. Anuja, I think we must end it now. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining the podcast episode number 7. And this is the successor episode of the past podcast, which was body shaming, hosted by Sandy and Priyanka, probably. So once again, thank you so much for Anuja for coming up for this podcast, and we'll have a next podcast on Saturday at 9 p.m. So till then, have a sweet dream. Good night, and
uh,
yeah, do
hmm.
follow our YouTube channel and subscribe our YouTube channel and follow our social media pages. Thank you so much.
I also want to thank you for having me on this, platform. And
Hmm.
I also want to thank every one of you who answered, who showed their active participation in this. And if you feel that something was mistaken from my side, I'm really sorry. But thank you for your participation. And I loved your participation. I learned a lot many things from your side. So
Hmm.
thank you so much for attending and making
Same
it
here,
a.
same here. I also
Mhm.
learned many things from you today. And yeah, that's the interesting part, like why we're giving chance to others in podcast, right? If you think about the other podcast, people don't get chance to share their opinion. They only can comment. But that's the thing we want to change it. We are bringing people to this so that they also can contribute something and we can learn something. Obviously, all these podcasts are for educational purpose only, not to do something anything wrong against the society or to hurt anyone's emotion. So we are not going to do that, obviously. So that's the thing. Anyway, thank you so much once again, Anuja.
Thank you so much, everyone, and Rune, thank you so much.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.